One of my biggest philosophies, honestly, is I believe that travel can be a force for good. I believe that when we go and we meet other people and experience new things that are completely foreign to us, so we're out of our comfort zone, it takes some of these really strict and tight boxes that we put ourselves and other people in and just starts to slowly soften them and break them down, and we become more open-minded. We become a little bit less judgmental, a little bit less reactionary because, oh, you know what? That person just has a totally different way of experiencing life, and that's their lived experience, and that can live side by side with my lived experience at the same time. And so part of creating that connection and part of all of these pieces is making sure that also when we go into these communities, when we go into a foreign city, how are we operating and how is our travel impacting that? One of the great things about Untouristed, and something that is so incredibly crucial for me going into travel and when I plan travel, is I do all the research on the back end to make sure that who we are partnering with is giving back to the community. I strive to pair my clients with partners who are B corporations, and they actually show what percentage of the dollars that they're bringing in are going towards local enterprises and going back into the local economy, not just into the local tourism economy. But again, the great part, you don't have to do all that legwork. You don't have to wonder, oh, is this ethical? Is this conscious? Is this sustainable? Is this? That's one of the things that I am doing and I am enjoying so much. So I'm meeting with our different partners. I'm getting to know them on the ground, the local guides, and I'm really trying to get an idea of what is their experience and what are the things that they want other people who are visiting to know. What are they so excited to share that they can barely contain it? Because honestly, I do that when it comes to Little Rock. Coming from Los Angeles, people are like, you're in Little Rock? Yes, I am. And let me tell you all the reasons why. Let me show you around. Let me give you recommendations. I want to find my soul sisters and soul brothers all around the world who just cannot wait to find somebody who is new to their area and they can show them their favorite local bar, their coffee shop, whatever. So that is something that I really put on myself and hold myself accountable to, of trying to find those unique partners who also see travel for good and that we are aligned on those values. Oftentimes I will ask them questions related to our company's values. So what is the authenticity? How are they showing respect for local cultures and customs instead of just saying, you know, okay, we're going to have you perform this. But how are they curious about, you know, the people that they're traveling with and also about the communities that they're continuing to serve? Do they evolve with their communities that they're bringing travelers to? Because nothing is in isolation, nothing's in a fishbowl. And are they genuinely and authentically evolving with the locals in that sense? And then also, is there adventure? And I'm not talking about skydiving or bungee jumping or mountain climbing, although all those things are great. But that's not what I talk about or what I mean when I say adventure. What I mean by adventure is, am I stepping out of my comfort zone just a little bit? Am I doing something that's different from my day to day? So that might be, I'm an introvert. I like to be at home, but you know what? I'm going to try going to this local bar in Spain and I'm just going to hang out. It's uncomfortable. It's an adventure. That can fall into adventure. All of those things are just so crucial to me as a person, to me as a traveler, to my business. I also hold those same standards with my partners. And so that's one of the things that we discuss here. So what is meaningful to you? I know what's meaningful to me and my company, which is finding those partners and people abroad who align with that. And I want to make sure that they're the ones who are showcasing this amazing place. And I want to be able to have you connect with people who are just as excited as you are to have this adventure, to have this trip, to have this experience. So what does untouristed mean to me? It means breaking down stereotypes, just across the board in all ways, up, down, and across. So breaking down what we think a vacation has to be. Break down all the barriers about what we think Colombia has to be, or what South America is like, or what Thailand is like. Breaking down those assumptions, because when we break down those assumptions, that's when we can genuinely connect. That's when we can actually be present. That's when we can see what's really there, take off our glasses, our goggles of our own perception, and really see things for how they are. And let's be honest, sometimes they're not all beautiful and sunshine and rainbows. A lot of places, even here in the US, things are complicated. Things are complex. There's multiple things. So let's look at it and learn from it. Let's hear different people's voices. Let's learn from the people who have experienced it or their families have experienced it. And let's have a genuine dialogue. Let's learn. Let me sit down and take in the information that you are choosing to share with me, that you are excited to share with me. So not only am I seeing what one group of people wants me to see or seeing one side, but how am I getting a fuller, more realistic, more grounded, more authentic sense of a place? And that's something that I really enjoy when I travel. And that's something, if it's meaningful to you, I want to be able to facilitate that sort of travel as well. But again, that's just some of my background. So meaning is still always, first and foremost, going to be defined by you. So just for fun, I'd love to hear what some of the things are that you find super meaningful, especially when you travel. And it can be super small, it can be super big, but I would love for you all to put in the comments what meaningful travel means to you. And I hope that we see things from all over the map and just every which way, because again, it's about breaking down stereotypes, barriers, boundaries. Everyone is welcome to comment. I would love to read those and respond to them, and we can just have a good old time and see what does everybody define as meaningful travel. Because as all of us are unique, I'm sure all of our answers are going to be very unique too. So I really look forward to reading those comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.